ഹലോ കൂട്ടുകാരെ, നമുക്ക് 6ാം ക്ലാസ്സിലെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പാഠം വായിക്കാം. ഓഫ് മെനി ഹ്യൂസ്. ദ ഡോർവേ. നെയിംസ് ആൻഡ് നെയിംസ്. Names and names. Kuñuchirida stood at the gate, gazing at the street. She loved to look at passing vehicles and pedestrians. It was the end of winter. The air was warming up, but there was still the occasional cold wind. It had been a cold winter in New Jersey. It was only 5, but night had fallen. The varying lengths of day and night across season had puzzled Kuñuchirida. When she arrived in July, the sun set only at 8:30. The day was more than 15 hours long. Now the sun set a little before 5, and the day lasted only a little less than 10 hours. Kuñuchirida was startled. That was Kate, her classmate. She lived just across the street. Oh, not again, Kuñuchirida said to herself under her breath. When will she learn to pronounce my name right? This was her 6th month at school, back in Kerala. She had only learned some English rhymes at a play school, but she had picked up English with an amazing speed. Her classmates and teachers were very kind and helpful. She did not feel a stranger at all at the school. Mistress Hopkins, who taught mathematics, went out of the way to make her comfortable. The only thing that upset her was the way her classmates pronounced her name. Even Mistress Hopkins found her name difficult to pronounce. She did try, though. She managed to get the last part right, but she still found the first part a tongue twister. Hi, Kate. Kuñuchirida waved back. Kate was going shopping with her aunt. There were 24 students in grade 1. Kuñuchirida was not the only non-American student in her class. In fact, nearly half the students to immigrant families. There were students from Canada, Mexico, Italy, the UAE, Egypt, and China. Kuñuchirida was the only Indian. Kuñuchirida had come across many Indians on the streets. She had a pleasant surprise when she met Prakash. Prakash ran a confectionery near her school. Kuñuchirida thought he looked remarkably like her uncle Harish. Only Prakash looked a lot older, almost as old as Muthashan. He had gazed curiously at her the first time she bought some candy from the store. All her classmates called him Mr. Prakash. Kuñuchirida thought it rude. Back home in Kerala, she would have called him Prakash uncle. The next time she went to the store, Prakash patted her affectionately on her head. What do people call you, dear? Kuñuchirida. Prakash's eyes widened. Kuñuchirida? Kuñuchirida was delighted. Prakash uncle was the first person outside her family to pronounce her name perfectly in New Jersey. She nodded her head and beamed at him. Prakash suddenly switched over to Malayalam. Do children still have names like Kuñuchirida? He wondered aloud. Prakash was not the first person to wonder about Kuñuchirida's name. She had faced the question several times after she became old enough to talk about it. Of course, she knew very well how she got her name. So she told him about her great-grandmother, who became a school teacher at the age of 18. She had only seen a fading photograph of her great-grandmother. Kunichirita later learned from Amma that Prakash belonged to a village not far from her town. He had arrived in America almost half a century ago. A few days before the spring break, a girl named Antoinette took admission in Kunichirita's class. She was from a city called Marseilles in France. Her mother was working in a multinational company. She was given a new project in New Jersey, so the family had relocated. Antoinette and Kunichirita soon became friends. Kunichirita was amused to find that her classmates and teachers had trouble pronouncing Antoinette's names too. Most of them pronounced it as Antoinette, but Kunichirita learned from Antoinette that the name ought to be pronounced Antoinette. Kunichirita tried to say it that way. She found to her surprise that she got it right after a few trials. She was equally surprised to find Antoinette pronouncing her name fairly well, especially the N. Antoinette visited Kunichirita at her home a few days later. Kunichirita found to her amusement that Amma could not say Antoinette's names right, so she had to become her mother's language teacher for a moment.